Meet Mansa Musa, the $400 billion king who crashed economies with gold. Have you ever wondered who the richest person in history might be? Forget Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or any modern billionaire. They don't even come close to the legendary wealth of one African king who lived nearly 700 years ago. Meet Mansa Musa, the 14th century ruler of the Mali Empire, whose wealth was so vast that historians estimate his fortune at around 400 billion in today's money. That's right, 400 billion. But despite being potentially the wealthiest person to ever walk the earth, chances are you've never heard his name in your history classes. Today, we're diving into the extraordinary life of Mansa Musa, a man so rich he crashed an entire economy by simply passing through it. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to join us on more journeys through history's most remarkable untold stories. Mansa Musa ruled the Mali Empire from approximately 1312 to 1337 CE. During this time, Mali was one of the largest empires in the world, spanning parts of modern-day Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Niger, Nigeria, Chad, and Mauritania. But how did Mansa Musa acquire such unimaginable wealth? The answer lies beneath his feet. The Mali Empire controlled the regions of West Africa that produced more than half of the world's supply of gold. Add to that the empire's control of crucial trade routes across the Sahara Desert, and you have the perfect recipe for extraordinary wealth. But Mansa Musa wasn't just known for his riches. He was also a devout Muslim, and in 1324, he embarked on a pilgrimage to Mecca that would cement his place in history books forever. This wasn't your average religious journey. Mansa Musa traveled with an entourage of thousands, including soldiers, servants, and traders. But what truly set this pilgrimage apart was the sheer amount of gold he brought along. Historical accounts describe a procession that included hundreds of camels carrying gold, with servants and officials displaying golden staffs and ornaments. When Mansa Musa arrived in Cairo, he distributed gold with such incredible generosity that it caused something almost unheard of: economic inflation. Yes, you heard that correctly. Mansa Musa gave away so much gold during his 3-month stay in Cairo that he single-handedly devalued the precious metal. The local economy was so flooded with gold that its value plummeted, causing prices to soar. Some historical accounts suggest that Cairo's economy took years to recover from this unexpected gold rush. Realizing the unintended consequences of his generosity, Mansa Musa reportedly borrowed gold at high interest rates from Cairo's moneylenders on his journey home to help stabilize the economy he had inadvertently disrupted. But Mansa Musa's legacy extends far beyond his famous pilgrimage and wealth. He was also a visionary builder and patron of education. Upon returning from Mecca, Mansa Musa brought back with him Arab scholars, architects, and artists, including the renowned Andalusian architect Abu Ishaq al-Sahili. Together they transformed the cities of his empire, especially Timbuktu. Under Mansa Musa's patronage, Timbuktu evolved from a modest trading post to a center of Islamic scholarship. He commissioned the magnificent Djinguereber Mosque in 1327, which still stands today as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its distinctive mud brick design has inspired West African architecture for centuries. Perhaps most significantly, Mansa Musa greatly enhanced the University of Sankore. While the institution existed before his reign, his investments turned it into one of the world's most prestigious centers of learning during the 14th century. Scholars from throughout Africa and the Middle East flocked to study mathematics, astronomy, literature, and theology in Timbuktu. At its height, the University of Sankore housed an incredible collection of manuscripts, evidence of the thriving intellectual culture that flourished under Mansa Musa's rule. In fact, hundreds of thousands of ancient manuscripts from this period still exist today, though many are threatened by time, climate, and political instability. Here's something fascinating. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage made such an impression on the world that he became one of the first African rulers to appear on European maps. The 1375 Catalan Atlas, one of the most important world maps of medieval Europe, depicts Mansa Musa seated on a throne, holding a gold nugget in one hand and a golden scepter in the other. Think about that for a moment. At a time when many Europeans had limited knowledge of African kingdoms, Mansa Musa's reputation was so great that he was prominently featured on their maps, a testament to Mali's global significance during his reign. So why isn't Mansa Musa's story more widely known today? Part of the answer lies in the Eurocentric focus of many history curricula, which often overlook the rich histories of African civilizations. But it's also because the Mali Empire gradually declined after Mansa Musa's death, as succession disputes weakened central authority and neighboring powers encroached on Mali's territories. By the 16th century, the once mighty Mali Empire had been overshadowed by other West African states. But the legacy of Mansa Musa, his wealth, his pilgrimage, his architectural achievements, and his patronage of education continued to influence the region for centuries. Today, historians and economists continue to debate the exact extent of Mansa Musa's wealth. Converting medieval riches to modern values is notoriously difficult, but by any measure, his control of such vast gold reserves and trade networks places him among history's wealthiest individuals. What's undeniable is that Mansa Musa's story challenges many Western assumptions about medieval Africa. Far from being isolated from global affairs, the Mali Empire, under Mansa Musa, was deeply connected to international trade networks and cultural exchanges that spanned continents. The next time someone mentions the world's richest people, remember the name Mansa Musa, the 14th century African king whose wealth was so astronomical that he crashed an economy by simply passing through it, who built architectural marvels that still stand today, and who transformed Timbuktu into one of medieval history's great intellectual centers. If you enjoyed this look at one of history's most fascinating yet overlooked rulers, hit that like button and share this video with someone who needs to know about Mansa Musa. Don't forget to subscribe for more hidden histories that deserve to be told. Until next time, thanks for watching.